I'm going to tell y'all a story, and it's not a good story. It is a very sad, unexplained story. Levi is no longer with us. He has gained his wings, and he's on his way. He is in heaven. Now, how all this come about was Friday. He was diagnosed with RSV, and we took him to the doctors to get tested. And I'm going to tell y'all the short story because it is a long story, and I cannot even begin to explain exactly what happened and tell y'all and relive it again because it hurts. It really hurts. It hurts my heart. Friday we went to the doctors because Levi was sick. While we were at the doctors, Levi had a seizure. He came back positive for RSV. He tested negative for everything else. I brought him home. I took care of him. Every 3 hours, I gave him either Tylenol or Motrin. I swapped it out. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. And then I went to... It became Sunday evening. All day Saturday he played. Even though he had a fever, he still played. Sunday morning he woke up. He wasn't himself. But I figured that, maybe the Tylenol and the Motrin had caught up to him. Well, I'm going to tell you. He laid in the bed all day. He drank whenever I forced him to drink. But other than that, he didn't want nothing to eat. He began to have really bad diarrhea. About Sunday night, about 6 or 7 o'clock, I come in here to get him to see if he wants mashed potatoes or something. And at this point, he's not even talking. He's just shaking his head no. I'm like, okay, well then please sit up and drink something. He sits up. He takes a little sip, looks up at me, and then lays back down and his eyes roll back in the head. He did that several times. And I was watching him breathe. And his breathing was off. His breathing was very weird. We called the ambulance. The ambulance came and got him. They thought that it wasn't an urgent matter. That they were going to take their time getting to the children's hospital. They got 30 minutes away. And they wound up checking his blood pressure. His blood pressure had dropped. It was 35/19. After that, they flipped the lights on, and they drove. When they got up there, to the hospital. They did a chest x-ray. He had pneumonia on his left lung. And we also found out that his kidney, he was his kidney was pretty much done because of his high temperatures. I did everything I could to help my baby when he was home. Monday morning, we were woken up at 3:30 in the morning after he was taken up to pediatric ICU. And we were waking up, and we were like, well, the doctor was like, you got to step out. We have to put a tube into Levi. And we were like, okay, well, we can do that. And then it was just bad. We thought we were going to lose him. Monday, he fought so hard. And I'm telling y'all, he fought so hard that on Tuesday, he was getting better. He was literally getting better. They were reducing the oxygen. He was on 4 different blood pressure medicines. He went down to 2. They had him hooked up to a dialysis machine to help his kidneys and stuff. Well, he was doing so good that they decided to turn it up a little bit so that way it'll pull more fluid off of him. We were so positive on Tuesday. Wednesday come. Wednesday morning. Like, we were so positive Tuesday night that I actually went to sleep. And I wish I never would have went to sleep. Because I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and my son was unhooked from the dialysis machine. My son was unhooked from the dialysis machine. They said that he got a blood clot in his leg. Okay. I was like, okay. I was like, when are y'all going to get him back on? We just got to wait for the doctor. It's not going to be very long. 5 o'clock comes. Of course, they check their pupils every hour just to see if they're responsive. And they were at 5 o'clock. His pupils were responsive at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, they were responsive. 8 o'clock comes. They're unresponsive. They ordered a CAT scan, and they came back and said that he was brain dead. And I'm sorry, y'all. At that point, I knew my baby had given up, and he was tired. He was so tired. We were literally keeping him alive. Literally keeping him alive. I couldn't do it no more. I didn't want my baby to suffer. I didn't want him to. So basically, me and Steven had to say goodbye to our little boy. They said that he had RSV. He was fighting the whole time while he was in the hospital. He was fighting the, they found out that he had strep that actually got into his bloodstream. He had pneumonia on his left lung. His left lung was collapsed. His kidneys were gone. He had organ failure. They diagnosed him with organ failure. So many things wrong with my baby. And I don't even know where to begin. We started a GoFundMe for him. Because as many of you know, we didn't have, and we still don't have, the money to even bury him. And it hurts. It hurts. We started a GoFundMe. And I also spread the word. I posted my Venmo. Because so many people have called and have texted, what can I do to help? What can I... This community has really pulled together for me and Steven, and I am forever grateful. I am so grateful. And if you are one of those people that did donate, thank y'all so much. We got enough money. We got almost enough to bury him. We don't have enough for the tombstone. And by the way it looks at it, Steven's going to have to go back to work after Christmas. So we're not even going to have time to even really spend together and be a family. My heart hurts so bad. And I'm so stressed. I'm trying my hardest to be strong for my 2 girls and my husband. But there are times that I just break. And I can't deal with it. I miss my baby. God, I miss my baby. It's gonna be hard this Christmas. spent last month talking about this Paw Patrol ship. I saved money to go buy him that ship. I bought him that ship. And he's never going to get to play with it. Guys, I will say this. If you want to help, I'll leave the link in the description. I'm going to get off here. I got to go and just step outside and just take a breather. Because I don't know what else to do. I really don't. My heart just hurts so bad. And I just try to stay busy and do what I can and be there for my family. I just wanted to let y'all know, because when future videos do come out, Levi will not be there. His cute, solid face will not be there. He brought so much joy to this day, to everyone's life he touched. Alright, guys. I'm gonna get off here. I don't want to say I love y'all. And I don't know when I'm gonna be back on YouTube right now. I don't know when I will be back on, because I just can't do it. Bye, guys.